Look at your hand. Right now. Every single atom in it. Every tiny piece of matter that makes up your skin, your bones, your blood was forged inside a star. Not a metaphor. Not a poem. Actual nuclear reactions inside an actual star billions of years before you were born. You are made of dead stars. And today we're going to find out exactly how that happened. It starts at the very beginning. When the universe was born in the Big Bang 13.8 billion years ago, it produced only two elements, hydrogen and helium. That's it. No carbon, no oxygen, no iron, no calcium. The entire universe was just a vast, hot cloud of the two simplest atoms that exist. Everything else, every other element on the periodic table had to be built. And the universe found a way to build them, inside stars. A star is essentially a giant nuclear furnace. At its core, the pressure and temperature are so extreme, millions of degrees, that hydrogen atoms are forced together and fused into helium. This releases an enormous amount of energy, which is why stars shine. But as a star ages, it runs out of hydrogen and starts fusing helium into carbon. Then carbon into oxygen. Then oxygen into neon, magnesium, silicon. Each step builds heavier and heavier elements, like an atomic assembly line running inside a ball of fire. This process continues until the star builds up a core of iron. And iron is where everything stops. Iron is special, fusing it doesn't release energy, it absorbs it. So when a massive star builds an iron core, the nuclear furnace goes out. The core can no longer support the weight of the star pressing down on it. In less than a second, the core collapses. And what happens next is one of the most violent events in the universe. The star explodes. A supernova, one of the most powerful explosions in the entire universe. In a single moment, it releases more energy than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion year lifetime. The explosion is so energetic that it creates all the elements heavier than iron, gold, silver, uranium, in a fraction of a second. And then it blasts everything outward. All those elements, carbon, oxygen, iron, gold, are flung across space at thousands of kilometers per second, forming vast clouds of gas and dust drifting through the galaxy. About 4.6 billion years ago, one of those clouds, enriched with the debris of dead stars, began to collapse under its own gravity. At the center, the pressure ignited a new star, our sun. The leftover material swirled around it and clumped together, forming the planets, including Earth. Our entire planet, every rock, every ocean, every mountain, is made from the scattered remains of stars that lived and died before our solar system even existed. Now here's where it gets personal. The carbon in your body, the backbone of every molecule in every cell, was forged in a red giant star. The oxygen you're breathing right now was made in a massive star before it exploded. The iron in your blood, the iron that carries oxygen to your brain right now, was created in the core of a dying star and scattered by a supernova. The calcium in your bones came from a stellar explosion. You are not just made of atoms. You are made of atoms with a history stretching back billions of years. Think about what that means. Every person you've ever met is made of stardust. Every tree, every ocean, every grain of sand. The atoms in your left hand may have come from a completely different star than the atoms in your right hand. Some of the atoms in your body are older than the Earth itself. They have been part of stars, part of gas clouds, part of rocks, part of ancient oceans, and now, for this brief moment in the history of the universe, they are part of you. The next time you look up at the night sky and see a star, remember, you are not looking at something distant and separate from you. You are looking at your origin. Stars didn't just light the sky. They built you, atom by atom, element by element, explosion by explosion across billions of years. The universe made the ingredients, and life assembled them into something that can look back up and wonder where it came from. That is the most remarkable thing I know.